Just last month, Fortnite officially hit 1,000 release skins in the game, which is insane. But out of 1,000, some have to be bad. So we dropped a tweet asking you guys what your most hated skin was, and so apparently these are the 30 most hated skins in Fortnite. Remember that most of these are given to us by the community, so no, we don't hate your favorite skin if it's mentioned on here, but I think the comment section will decide whether they agree with this list or not, starting with Sterling. Sterling is pretty much the male version of the Lux skin, and people absolutely hate this guy. C. Meredith says the colors are so bad, the hair is awful, and it's part of the worst set ever, which I could understand. This thing costs 1,500 V-Bucks, and compared to modern skin prices, that's kind of insane. And while people dislike Sterling, almost everyone can agree that he's not as hated as Dynamo and Masked Fury. Dynamo is probably one of the most hated Fortnite skins of all time. A ton of pro players like Mongrel use her as their main skin, and this causes so many sweats to use her as well. And because so many people hate Dynamo, they also hate Masked Fury, the male version of her. He is also a pretty sweaty skin. But it's not just the try-hard outfits that people hate, there's also Neymar Jr. Now there's a lot of reasons people don't like Neymar Jr.'s skin, but one of the main reasons is because he was this season's secret skin. Now in a season where we literally have the foundation inside the 0 point, it would make more sense for the secret skin to be, you know, storyline related. But it wasn't, and we were given Neymar despite the fact that he was supposed to be an item shop skin last year. And although some people absolutely love Neymar's skin and we're glad to be able to get him for free with the Battle Pass, I'll let you guys decide. But things get weird when we talk about the BRAT skin. We have a lot of food skins in Fortnite, but when the BRAT came out, many fans felt like Fortnite was just trying to capitalize off the success of meme skins, kind of like Fish Stick or Peely. And I gotta admit, I wouldn't use this skin myself because he's so freaking big, but I could understand why people don't like him. I mean, hey, they're probably hating on the sunglasses, or, you know, maybe they just don't like hot dogs. But he's not as meme-worthy as Giddy Up and Yeehaw. Giddy Up and Yeehaw are honestly hilarious skins. I mean, just look at them. How can you not love these guys? Well, it turns out I guess people don't, because these are actually up there with some of the most hated skins. From what I've seen, people just don't like how big the hitbox is, and you just can't see anything sometimes when you're crouched. But hey, they are meme skins, so, you know, we shouldn't be too surprised. But next up, we have Beast Mode. If you've seen Beast Mode in the item shop, you probably have strong thoughts. Either you absolutely love him, or you downright hate him. A lot of people just don't like the design and things like the metal horn, but other people just call him straight up ugly. I mean, Twitter really doesn't like this one. But I think we all secretly love Mullet Marauder. I mean, come on, the Mullet Marauder is absolutely iconic and has a cool design, but some people just don't see it that way. They think he's over the top or looks stupid, and, you know, fair enough, but hey, even Epic Games made fun of the people who hate him.
Go change.
Are you serious?
Go change or you're off the squad.
Fine.
I'm so tired of this.
It's like he's not taking this seriously.
He gets one more chance.
Behold, the Mullet Marauder. Now what?
I'm out.
I just can't even.
But people really dislike Moisty Merman. I can't even keep count of the amount of people who absolutely hate Moisty Merman. They think he's one of the ugliest skins in the entire game, and whether or not you agree, you know, he's trying his best, man, okay? He isn't exactly a skin you want to buy if it came to the shop, but it's not the worst thing in the world. He's actually really unique, unlike Backbone. Fans have described Backbone as an extremely generic Fortnite skin who no one really wants to buy, mostly because he's just like a regular biker skin and there's not really much exciting about him. A good indicator of if a skin sells well is how many times Epic will put it in the item shop, and so it makes sense Backbone has only been in the shop 4 times now. In 3 years, and it's even worse, this guy costs 1,200 V-Bucks. Why is he so expensive? At least this next skin is slightly more original, Bigfoot. I mean, the skin's pretty self-explanatory, right? His name's Bigfoot, and the skin is, well, Bigfoot. There's nothing more to him. I mean, hey, I think he has an awesome design, but a lot of people think he looks ugly or nothing like the real Bigfoot legend. And hey, at least Epic got some use out of him and made him a rare NPC this season. I gotta admit, I love that you can come across him in Weeping Woods. He's a little bit closer to being like the real Bigfoot. But something I definitely would not want to see in the woods, though, is BUN-BUN. I feel like BUN-BUN was supposed to be a cute Fortnite parody of a chocolate killer bunny. And yeah, they kinda got that aspect, but he's also just a little weird, okay? If BUN-BUN had better clothes and didn't look like a ghost from Pac-Man, you know, he might not have made this list. But yeah, people think he's one of the worst Easter skins, and you know, I'm not blaming him. Hopefully we get some variants or something in the future, but he's not that bad of a skin compared to Riot. Okay, we have a lot of Rockstar themed skins in Fortnite, like a lot. But Riot is probably the worst of them all, compared to people like Power Chord or Synthstar, even Stage Slayer. Riot, it's just not it. It just doesn't feel like there's much to him, and that's why a lot of people just didn't buy him. In fact, he hasn't been in the item shop more than 4 times, so, you know, I'm not surprised. But from mediocre skins to wacky ones, we've got BENDIE and TWISTIE. Bendie and Twistie are probably some of the weirdest skins Fortnite has ever released. I don't know why they decided to bring these guys out, but they have the creepiest faces ever. Don't stare at them too long, you'll get the chills. Some people think they're adorable, others absolutely hate their guts, but what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. But I already know that people are expecting this next skin to be on the list. Let's hear it for GRIMBLES. Poor GRIMBLES, he gets such a bad rep from the community. Everyone absolutely hates this guy, and it's all because he's a gnome. I mean, sure, he has a really creepy face, and I wouldn't let him anywhere near me in real life, but come on, give him a break. But people must be buying this guy because he keeps coming back to the shop. Maybe I'd buy him if we just put like a cloth over his face. You know, there we go, now he's a little less terrifying. But 1,200 V-Bucks, never mind, I take it all back. He absolutely deserves to be on this list. Next up, we have Penny. And nobody tell PlayStation Grenade I'm putting Penny on this list, okay? I don't want to hurt his feelings. But I am unsure why so many people dislike the Penny skin. She was added to the game straight from Save the World, and a ton of people immediately got angry. A lot of these Save the World players argue that they should have gotten Penny for free because they already own the other mode. But on the other side, a lot of people argue that Epic didn't even acknowledge that she's from Save the World and are slowly forgetting all about that mode. So, you know, it's understandable. But for a skin that people hate just for the design, there's CRACKSHOT and CRACKABELLA. CRACKSHOT and CRACKABELLA are probably up there in the top 10 most hated Fortnite skins of all time, mostly because they're in the top 10 ugliest Fortnite skins of all time too. A massive chunk of the community absolutely hates these skins because they are super ugly, and compared to the actual good Christmas themed skins, they don't hold up. And neither does Chromium. Chromium kind of looks like if Dr. Doom was mashed together with Colossus from X-Men and then they sold it in the shop for 1,200 V-Bucks. It's just not worth it. Not only does Chromium have the ugliest clothes in the game, the colors and everything just doesn't work. A lot of people say that the design is just dreadful. You know, I could agree, but for a much better metal skin, there's Mecha Team Leader. Now, honestly, Mecha Team Leader has an insanely cool design, and you can see how he's inspired by Power Rangers and all kinds of classic shows. Now, he was awesome as a robot for the event, but as a skin, well, fans just don't like the way he looks. I think the reason I personally don't use this skin is because of just how big it is, but hey, you could probably argue he's hated because everyone's Team Monster, you traitors. But not quite the Polar Peak monster, we have Trog up next. Probably the derpiest skin ever. I mean, just look at him. Can anyone take him seriously? He was supposed to be winter themed and looked like an awesome Yeti version of Bigfoot, but you know, he kind of looks a little dumb. A lot of people hate him because he took up one of the spots in the Season 7 Battle Pass, and that could have gone to a way better skin. That's up to you guys to decide, but let's move on to King Flamingo. King Flamingo is probably the cheapest skin on this list. He costs 800 V-Bucks, but people still hate him. A lot of players just think Jonesy looks ridiculous with a flamingo costume on, but you know, that's kind of the point. If Epic Games can sell GRIMBLES for 1,200 V-Bucks, but King Flamingo for 800, then something has gone terribly wrong. Gotta say, there's a lot of haters for King Flamingo, and it looks like they will never change their minds. Fair enough, guys. But just like I'll never stop hating PEEKABOO and NITE. PEEKABOO and NITE are just the absolute worst. If you're afraid of clowns, they're a little off-putting, but it's more than that. Epic tried to make some kind of creepy clown skin, but they end up just making bad skins in general. PEEKABOO looks a little bit better than NITE, but both of their mask variants look kinda awful. They should have gone more for like a Pennywise vibe instead. That would have made this a lot better. But speaking of skins from movies, we gotta talk about Leviathan. Leviathan is a pretty OG item shop skin, and even though he reappears every now and then, he's still super original, kind of. He was inspired by Minion from Megamind, but he's nowhere near as cute as Minion, okay? In fact, Leviathan's fish face is really menacing and does the opposite of making us want to buy it. Cool design, a lot of people just hate him. And now here's STEELSIGHT. STEELSIGHT is yet another basic Fortnite item shop skin that no one really asked for, and she doesn't add much to the table. I mean, she looks like she cost 800 or 1,200 at the most, but now she's worth 1,500 V-Bucks. Like, what? But now we have to finish off with the most hated Fortnite skin, or technically skins of all time, the soccer skins. I don't think we could have a most hated Fortnite skins video and not include the soccer skins. Since they first came out, they have been the most hated skins of all time. There's no competition. Absolutely everyone dislikes these, and yet everyone keeps buying them. They're known for being the sweatiest skins in Fortnite history, and if we woke up and they were deleted forever, I don't think anyone but the tryhards would complain, okay? I had to put these on the list because almost everyone will agree. The soccer skins, too sweaty, too annoying. Thanks so much for watching. If we included your favorite skin on this list, you know, please don't hate us or dislike the video. But click on screen right now to check out our next video. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.